Hey, good morning to you all. It is a Friday. Yes, it is. And not a bad start to the day. Kind of a bonus day, really, because, uh, well, first of all, nice shot here, of course. All the work done on the Warner. See all the tall cranes here. And there's someone working there. Now, we're not going to zoom in. We will respect the privacy of people. Um, so, but it is. It's a nice filtered sun. And what we're seeing here is a bonus here of dry air. First, let's go. The temperature is almost 70 in Erie. Just went outside to get something out of the car, and boy, it felt good. Good, strong breeze, and you'll want that today because the dew points, they will be going up. Now, here are the current dew points. Well, I thought for sure we'd have dew points above 60 by now, but nobody above 60. Ashtabula and Youngstown getting close, but we are dry. In fact, it really dried out. What happens sometimes these southerly winds, you never know if it's going to be able to tap the drier air aloft. And I think that's what happened. I didn't do a thorough check from last night, but I think that's what happened. I was able to tap some drier air and swing it down into the surface. Now it's temporary, but at least if you're getting up thinking, oh boy, it's supposed to be muggy. Here's what is coming our way. Remember yesterday, these dew points are in the mid 50s. Well, they've jumped up now, low 60s, even 66 at Fort Wayne, and that is what is heading our way. Now Cleveland almost at 60, so dew points will be gradually rising this morning. We should be able to break 60 dew point by midday and into the afternoon. Then you'll start to feel the humidity. Not oppressive, at least not today, but it could get rather muggy, especially as we head on toward the upcoming weekend. So hello to you, Lisa Marie. Nice to see you today. Bunny Hopper, hello. Hey, Celine, good morning to you there, our airport gal. Hello, Adam. Heading to Hershey Park today. Well, Adam, have yourself a safe trip. And be nice and warm down there, probably mid to upper 80s. So make sure you drink plenty of fluids. Violet, good morning to you. Hello, Fran. Nice to see you. Lisa, hello. Bob and Sue out there in Jacksonville. Nice to see you as well for this morning. And good to see all of you. Hey, Blaine, good morning. Yeah, nice. Hey, any day without humidity was good. I mowed the lawn yesterday. Because I figured that the dew points would be going up today. And now the other thing I wanted to get it done, we have a mulberry tree in the front of our yard. And I may have told this story before. The tree was something that really wasn't supposed to survive. We had an old maple tree. It was just, infested with bugs, and it was rotting from the inside. So we cut that down. But we wanted another tree. And our neighbor next door has a row of hedges, but in those hedges, there are a couple mulberry trees in the region. Apparently, some of the birds must have been eating some of the berries, and drop the seeds there, and lo and behold, it rose. So our neighbor wanted it, didn't want it in there, and he was going to cut it. Well, my son got wind of that. Now, keep in mind, this was back, he was in seventh grade. So that was probably about 8-9 years ago. And so he and another friend of his, a couple of 13-year-olds, they pull on their own. They moved it back and forth and actually uprooted it. So, excuse me. Now, of course, a lot of things that happen in life is usually in timing. My wife really wanted the tree in the front yard, and I kind of wanted one as well because that maple tree, it provided great shade during the afternoons, when it got kind of hot. So we looked at it. We, did a little research on mulberry trees. Didn't do enough because we found out they're actually very shallow rooted. So we got these roots popping up already. But that's another story. So I went out front, I tried to dig a hole, pretty good distance from where the old tree was, but it was absolutely rock hard. And I really didn't, this was, just a tree, the roots were still intact, had one good root and a couple of other shoots coming out. So I was only able to get maybe a good 12 to 15 inches before it was just rock hard. I tried to break it up, but this isn't the tree that I want to put a lot of effort in because it probably won't survive. Well, we stuck it in, put some dirt on it. Tree must have been about 10 feet tall at the time, but it was, pretty slim. It did have a trunk to it. It had some structure. Um, to a T, our neighbors said it won't last the year, and we all got a good chuckle. We didn't think it would last the year. Well, 9 years later, and about 40 feet taller, this bad boy it's almost as big as the old maple tree. And the mulberries, which we should have researched as well, it is prolific. I have to now. It's a short season, basically from mid-June until mid-July. But boy, it just dumps it, and we got birds and squirrels just fighting over. I can't tell how many birds hit because they fight over the berries, and the birds hit our living room window. It kind of scares you sometimes. And yeah, a couple have lost their lives in battle. So, but mowing the lawn, if you don't rake them up, and I shake the tree, and I take probably 2 or 3 good gallon freezer bags worth, and that's only a tiny fraction, probably less than 2% of all the fruit. We just can't hold it enough. Nobody is a big fan of the mulberries in our house. I like them. My son will eat them. My daughter will grab them off. But they don't hold a candle to the more traditional blueberries and blackberries and strawberries that the other berries. But boy, it makes a great pie. So mowed the lawn yesterday, before more because it was windy, and they fall off more. But the lawnmower, the wheels get wet. I'm sloshing through when you go under the tree. So that's a very long and boring description of why I had to mow the lawn yesterday. All right, Dave. Who else is coming in here? Okay. Are you awake? Are you with me? Michelle, good to see you. Hey, Blaine. And again, Bob and Sue. Becky, hello. Oh, Becky. Oh, my gosh. I downloaded your picture, and I forgot to put it on the air. Becky had a nice strawberry moon, and it did have a little red tint to it, despite what Belmondo said, Becky. I saw it. Sorry I didn't get that on the air. Brain flatulence, I guess is what I'll call it. Chatty Cathy, good to see you out there in Youngsville. Some sunshine. And hello, Jamie. Good to see you this morning. Amanda Joe, hello. Jean, good morning. James and Kenneth, good to see you. Hey, John, nice to see you as well for this morning. Enjoy all. Good to see you here. Now, what we're getting here weather-wise over the next couple of days really comes down to how warm will it get and what are the chances of storms. Here's the latest on our satellite radar composite. Some showers building in. You see heavy storms here moving through Chicago, all part of this frontal system that you can see just isn't making any headway toward the east. So the front is the main source of lifting. So the farther the storms move away from the front, the weaker they get. Plus, these are warm frontal storms, which tend to weaken as we get toward the daytime. It looks like it's trying to form here in Erie, but no, it's not happening. Just some clouds here. And I don't think we'll see much for the day. I think these storms really won't do too much. Let's see how Futurecast is looking at these. You can see as we go through the morning there, some of the storms, they come in and they just kind of dissipate before getting here. Will we be that lucky? I don't know. Other models are a little bit more bullish on having some pop up later in the afternoon, but I'm leaning more toward maybe some storms surviving in the evening. Futurecast is very bearish, not seeing much, with most of the fun to the north, as you can see. But I wouldn't be surprised if some popped up here both late tonight and into Saturday. Again, trying to come in here, and they just don't seem to get developed. I'm not quite that optimistic, but I think what happens tomorrow will be scattered. As you like to say, don't put off the outdoor plans. Just keep your eye to the sky. Keep your phone handy. Make sure you have the Your Erie to Go app on it, and you'll be good to go. You'll be good to go. Come on. Slow. There we go. So yeah, Your Erie to Go app. It's great. Use it. As we check things out again, going farther down the road. Sunday, watch how the storms seem to move northward, indicative of the ridge that's just going to get stronger. And when it does that, that means that temperatures are going to really start to move up even more. So as we head on toward the 7-day forecast here, here's what we got. Breezy for today. Gusts already hit 25, might hit 30 at times. So that's a good thing. If you have to be outside, again, get it done in the morning while the dew points are still pretty comfortable and you get that nice breeze. And during the afternoon, we should still have the breeze, but the dew points will be up. But it shouldn't be oppressive. I'm looking at dew points maybe around low 60s as we head into the afternoon. So again, that's not too bad. But we'll get into the mid 60s Saturday and the mid to upper 60s on Sunday. Now, Saturday, because we have a couple waves moving through in the morning, then we have the daytime heating in the afternoon. Scattered. Scattered means, typically 25% or less would get hit with storms, say in the whole of the viewing area, Erie to Mercer to Bradford to Ashtabula. So that means the majority of you will not see rain tomorrow. But keep your eye on the sky in case you do. Not expecting a lake breeze. Typically, Lakeshore we typically get spared. Any of these storms, but because there's a strong southerly breeze, even the Lakeshore, you won't get the lake enhancement, the lake stabilization that we sometimes get. Sunday into Monday, that ridge really builds in. And as it does, more compression, warmer temps. You see, we're going 88 both days. Wouldn't surprise me if we hit 90 on one of those days. And we got chance of storms. They're more the pop-up variety. When you get that big ridge, it's so stable, it's hard for anything to generate. Tuesday into Wednesday and Thursday, the ridge slowly breaks down. And again, slowly the key word here. So that's why I think we'll have better chances of storms through the day. Tuesday, maybe 50-50, probably 60% Wednesday and Thursday. So I think the majority of you would see some storms sometime during the day, Wednesday and Thursday. And still pretty warm. As you can see, we should stay at or above 80 right on over the next several days here. So hello to you. Who else is coming in here? Jean, Kathy, Kenneth, Celine, John, good to see you. Okay, Robert out in Wisconsin. Good morning to you, Robert. Safe travels there. Looks like they had some storminess, depending on what part of Wisconsin you're at. Bill, good to see you. Yep, definitely a nice summer weekend in store. And hello to you, Donna from Ocala. Good to see you as well. Hey, Michelle. Oh, that's right. Getting married next Wednesday, Jamie. Well, there you go. Duh. Remember we said, if you had to twist my arm today, I hope you have at least some indoor plans. But it does look good for some storms. At least it will be warm, and it'll probably still be pretty humid. That's the early look. Now, timing of the storms, take a coin and flip it. That's the threat will be there all day. Again, today, and we're talking 1, 2. We have 5 days yet, and we'll talk more next week, I'm sure, when you're on. Remind me, how's the weather looking for Wednesday? Maybe I can get a better idea of timing, or maybe the front will have passed on through and perhaps sweep out most of the storms. I don't see that it's possible. I'm not leaning that way, but we'll see how things go. Regardless, I hope your wedding goes well. And hello to you, Eric. Okay, all caught up on things here. So there you have it. That is, how are things looking for you this weekend? I know we plan on doing a little traveling this weekend. Well, actually today, and I'm hopeful. It's Sunday. It looks warm. We may have to sit out on the patio. We're hoping to entertain some friends over the weekend. Hopefully, you're doing a little bit of entertaining, whether you are or not. I hope your weekend goes well. It looks warm. Looks humid. Definitely a summer look. Oh, that's right, Celine. Forgot about that. Weather in the neighborhood. I'm not sure I'll be able to make it. We have something going on that evening. No promises. Lori. Oh, I don't see Lori here. Is she on? Nope, not on today. Okay. Laura, I did get your message there. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it for weather in the neighborhood. It's looking doubtful right now. The boss had other plans. We know who the boss is. So, but And Mother Nature may have her own ideas of whether or not we'll have weather in the neighborhood, especially going on a boat. But we'll see how things go. We'll see what we can come up with here. In any event, I hope you all have a great weekend. Take care. Keep it safe. We'll talk to you on Monday. Enjoy.